Welcome back. Today in We Driving. Today, we're diving into the 2025 Canadian electric vehicle scene, and let me tell you, it's come a long way. Just a few years ago, electric cars in Canada were mostly reserved for the tech-savvy early adopters. Now, they're quickly becoming the go-to for everyday drivers across the country. And in 2025, there's more choice, better tech, and stronger support than ever before. Let's start with where the industry is heading. Canada's no longer just a passive EV market, we're becoming a major player. Between federal investment, provincial support, and a growing number of Canadian-led projects, EVs are not only being adopted, they're being built right here. We've got Canadian talent, tech, and manufacturing now shaping the EV game. Take Project Arrow, for example. It's Canada's first fully domestic electric vehicle concept, brought to life by over 50 Canadian companies working together. Everything from the design to the powertrain to the software was made in Canada. This isn't just about building one car, it's about creating a foundation for a homegrown EV industry. The goal? A supply chain that doesn't rely on other countries, with parts and tech made entirely on Canadian soil. But it's not just about new startups. Legacy automakers are all in Ontario, Canada too. Ford, GM, and Stellantis have all committed billions in EV production across Ontario and Quebec. In 2025, that investment is starting to show results. GM is producing the Equinox EV at its plant in Ingersoll, and it's positioned to be one of the most affordable all-electric SUVs on the market. It's perfect for Canadians looking for practicality and price without sacrificing features or range. The Ford F-150 Lightning is another major player. Updated for 2025, it now comes with better cold weather performance and longer range, both essential for Canadian winters. It's quickly becoming the top pick for tradespeople and rural drivers who need real utility in an electric form. And yes, it still qualifies for the federal EV rebate thanks to some price restructuring. Speaking of rebates, that's a huge part of the EV story in Canada right now. The federal government still offers up to $5,000 off eligible zero-emission vehicles through the EVs program, and when you stack provincial rebates on top of that, the savings can be massive. Quebec leads the way, offering up to $7,000 more. British Columbia's program is pretty generous too, especially if you're a lower-income buyer. Ontario's catching up, and even the Atlantic provinces are stepping up with new incentive programs in 2025. Altogether, some buyers are walking away with more than $12,000 off the sticker price of a new EV. Add in the fact that you'll save money on fuel and maintenance and no oil changes, fewer moving parts, lower overall wear and tear, and EVs start to make a lot of financial sense, not just environmental sense. Now let's talk about range and cold weather driving. For a long time, one of the biggest hesitations Canadians had about EVs was how they handled winter. Range anxiety is real, especially when your battery dips 30% just because it's freezing outside. But in 2025, most EVs are now equipped with heat pumps and battery preconditioning. That means they use way less energy to heat the cabin, and they keep the battery warm enough to charge efficiently even in sub-zero temps. Many of the new models also have smart scheduling features. You can pre-warm the car while it's still plugged in, saving battery power for your drive. And some cars even learn your schedule and climate preferences over time, making winter EV driving a lot more seamless than it used to be. Charging infrastructure is another area where Canada's seen a huge leap forward this year. In 2025, there are over 25,000 public charging stations across the country, with thousands more being added. Fast chargers are becoming more common, and ultra-rapid 350 kilowatt stations are popping up along major highways like the Trans-Canada. What used to be a challenge finding a charger on a road trip is now way more manageable. Tesla's supercharger network is also opening up to non-Tesla EVs in many locations, which is a game changer. For years, Tesla drivers had the best charging network in North America. Now, more drivers can tap into that speed and reliability. Canadian companies like FLO and Petro-Canada are also expanding their charging footprints, especially in rural and remote areas where coverage was previously weak. Let's get into some of the top EVs on the road in 2025. The Chevrolet Equinox EV is a breakout star. It's practical, budget-friendly, and doesn't feel stripped down. It offers solid range, decent tech, and room for the whole family. And being built right here in Canada makes it even more appealing. The high-end Ioniq 6 and the Kia EV6 continue to make waves with their futuristic styling and excellent performance. These are great options for people who want a blend of comfort and range without going full luxury. The Volkswagen ID.4 has become a solid performer, now with improved software and Canadian production. It's smoother than ever, and the all-wheel drive version is super capable in the snow. Tesla's still leading with the Model Y and Model 3, but competition is heating up. Polestar is making serious moves with the Polestar 2 and the new Polestar 4, a stunning crossover with next-gen safety features and a bold design. And then there's the Lucid Air Pure, which has officially launched in Canada. This one's for drivers who want luxury and range. It offers over 500 kilometers of driving on a single charge and has one of the most refined interiors in the EV game. On the pickup front, besides the Lightning, keep your eyes on the upcoming Ram 1500 REV and the Chevrolet Silverado EVA, both expected to make big waves in Canada later this year. These are the trucks that could finally convince hardcore gas drivers to go electric. And we can't forget about used EVs. The second-hand market is heating up, especially for older Leafs, Bolts, and Konas. As lease returns pile up and early adopters upgrade, more Canadians are getting access to affordable used EVs with decent range. One cool trend in 2025 is vehicle-to-grid and vehicle-to-home tech. More EVs now support bi-directional charging, which means your car can power your house during an outage. In places like Ontario, where blackouts are still a thing, that's a huge plus. Some utility companies are even offering incentives to people who let their EVs feed power back to the grid during peak hours. Battery tech is also evolving. We're seeing more lithium iron phosphate, LFP, batteries in lower-cost models. These are cheaper, safer, and longer lasting than the old lithium-ion packs. And solid-state batteries are just around the corner, promising more energy density, faster charging, and even better cold performance. In short, 2025 is turning out to be the year EVs in Canada stopped being a niche and became the new normal. Whether you're a city commuter, a weekend warrior, or someone who hauls and tows, there's now an electric vehicle that fits your lifestyle. And with better infrastructure, stronger government support, and a growing list of made-in-Canada options, there's never been a better time to get behind the wheel of something electric. So if you're still wondering whether the EV shift is relevant, it is. It's happening now, and Canada is ready.